But it's alright. Folks. Welcome to Rank You Very Much, the show where we rank anything and everything. Today's topic is Best Actor in an Action Movie. And as always, I have my special guest experts here with me. To the right of me, she's a special consultant in sexiness and choreography in action movies, Miss Carrie C.
Hey.
Woo! Carrie, what does it entail to know what sexiness and choreography are needed for different movies?
Well, if you have like a really strong one with a lot of explosions, you need a very buff guy. Maybe not so buff, but I feel like the more explosions, the brighter the star. You know?
I gotcha. So you're just hoping you're just trying to fuck guys. You just got a bunch of guys to show up.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
I respect that.
Yeah, I respect that too. And to the left of me, an expert in what his agent told me was an expert in everything. So I think it's a little bit fraud worthy, but I don't know, Mr. Shaun Latham.
How's it going, everybody?
How do you become an expert in everything?
You gotta be out in these streets banging day in, day out.
Just day in and day out banging.
No days off, man.
There's not one day.
If
you have a bangless Sunday, you've let everybody down.
I haven't had a day off since 2002.
Oh, yeah.
Every single day working, becoming an expert at something.
Well, take this as you look at.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
Folks, as always, we have behind me the list of items. Someone just commented hashtag Trump. I don't think that's helping anybody.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks for supporting. Behind me, as always, is the list of action stars we'll be talking about. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Tom Cruise, Uma Thurman, Jean-Claude Van Damme, Nicolas Cage, Harrison Ford, Bruce Lee, Milla Jovonich. Did I nail that right? Milla Jovonich. Sylvester Stallone, Kurt Russell, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Bruce Willis, Jackie Chan, and Chuck Norris. Now, Shaun, I gotta ask you, when you're deciding who is the best actor in an action movie, what's your criteria? What do you base this stuff off of?
Grit.
Grit.
Yeah, guys gotta just go in anything, whether it's a house on fire, jump off out of an airplane with no
fear.
Without even a parachute, just a gun.
No,
very Keanu Reeves, very Point Breaky. You know what I mean?
Keanu Reeves isn't even on the list.
I know, but that's the example I came up with. Jump out of the plane without
a. Okay, Carrie, what about you? What's your criteria in basing off what you're trying to decide what the best action star is?
A big dick.
A big dick. Okay. Well, how are you gonna know?
No.
Are you in that? Are you that involved in the scene? I guess Uma Thurman and Milla Jovovich are out.
Yeah, they are. But at the same time, I look for those snappy lines.
Snappy lines.
Snappy
so
lines.
just the one-liners.
Yeah, the one-liners.
Yippee-ki-yay.
You do it for me.
The Mr. Freeze and Batman and Robin. Just those constant. Ice to see you. We got a great show, and as always, we start our shows off with a veto round. We each go one at a time to take things off the list that we don't think is the best action star in an action movie. And as always, we start with the youngest person here, was Carrie C.
What? Okay, I would have to say first Jackie Chan, because around the world, and listen, Rumble in the Bronx was great, but Around the World in 80 Days just ruined it.
God, Jackie Chan is the first one gone. Carrie C, never invited back. Drunken Master, one of the greatest kung fu movies of all time.
I am telling you, one movie.
She hasn't seen Drunken Master.
He also does all his own stunts.
The guy does his own stunts.
That guy goes through little small windows.
It's all white dudes up here. You pick one of the only Asians.
We got.
Is there an Asian up here?
Yeah, it's one of the only.
Carrie, are you sticking with Jackie Chan? So you're saying Jackie Chan because of Around the World in 80 Days?
Yes, that movie so disappointing.
That movie, so one movie
is enough for you to be like,
I'm done.
Has he been in anything else since?
Rush Hour 1, 2, and 3, Shanghai Nights.
Anything else since Around the World in 80 Days?
Rush Hour 3.
Rush Hour 3.
He was in
Rush Hour 3?
He's in a couple other kung fu movies you never heard about, probably, like Drunken Master 2.
Oh, so you're only basing their careers on the back end?
Not the front? If you're doing back end careers.
Jesus.
I feel bad for Schwarzenegger.
Erasing his entire body at work.
The whole body of work flushed down the toilet because of one shit movie. That's what they do. They hold on too long. Every good actor has a dog shit movie towards the end.
It's like saying Michael Jordan is not the best basketball player because of the Washington Wizards.
Yeah, because of the Wizards year. Erase all the championships he's done.
All the champions.
Okay,
Okay,
well,
well,
I'm doing basketball players.
this is a rough one to start off with, but we're taking Jackie Chan off the list. Jesus. I didn't see that coming. You know who else has the initials JC? Jesus Christ. You basically removed Jesus Christ off this
That's
list.
pretty much the Asian Jesus.
The Asian Jesus.
That's a
I
Buddha.
figured that
Buddha.
would be Bruce Lee.
He would play Buddha
The Asian
in the action
Jesus.
thriller Buddha. The Buddhist temple.
All right, Sean, you're up next. Who are you taking off this
Nicolas
list?
Cage.
Nicolas Cage. I understand it. But The Rock, Con Air, all great movies.
Yes. Now again, solid films, but it's a tough competition. Somebody has to go. You're out. Nicolas Cage. It was almost Kurt Russell.
Jackie Chan was also in the Karate Kid reboot.
Oh yeah, he played Mr. Miyagi.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Good looking out on that.
Exactly. Have you seen the Karate Kid reboot?
No, I don't.
Uh-huh, exactly.
All right, that's fair. Nicolas Cage off the list. Although, here's a question. This is what I've always argued. I think Nicolas Cage better actor than Johnny Depp.
Take it easy.
Take it easy.
Now I'm not saying he's not a great actor.
Raising Arizona, Adaptation. These are all fantastic movies,
Mhm.
and even the bad ones he makes work well.
Gone 60 Seconds still
Snake
works
Eyes.
somehow.
Still works. Johnny Depp, his bad movies are just bad. They're not fun to watch.
Yeah, but his good ones are amazing.
So you're taking Edward Scissorhands over Raising Arizona?
No, I'm taking Donnie Brasco over Raising Arizona.
Okay.
I mean, out the gate.
Out the gate, just straight up Donnie Brasco over all Nicolas
day.
Cage movies.
All 100%.
100%. Okay, well, this is starting off. We got a lot to go, so we're kind of moving at a little quicker pace than usual, which is good. It's definitely louder than Johnny Depp. Thanks. I'll give you that, but he's also better. I'll tell you, Johnny Depp, if you're watching. All right, next off the list is up to me. Well, I don't want to be the first one to take a lady off. Here's the deal. I think this person, dare I say, in case he hears it, is a little overrated. I am taking, and I also don't think his movies are that fantastic, and I don't think his action, he kind of just does stuff and it works out, and it doesn't really seem
I think
more
I know what's
action.
coming.
I'm taking Chuck Norris.
I knew it!
And I totally agree with you.
Delta Force are fine movies. There's one where
Code of Silence.
he jumps off, he has the grenades in his hands, and they just blow up, and he's fine. But still, it doesn't seem... Chuck Norris' beard is what's intimidating about it. If he didn't have the beard, I don't think I'd care about Chuck Norris being an
He just
intimidating
looked
man.
like a regular
Dude, are you
ginger.
kidding? This is Chuck Norris.
This is Chuck.
It's a childhood hero.
Yeah, well, so here's the deal. These are action movies. To me, Chuck Norris is Walker, Texas Ranger,
Yeah.
and all the things that happen there. TV show.
Right. I know that.
But, I mean, he doesn't have that long list of...
He doesn't.
So, I do...
Sidekicks. I watched Sidekicks a whole bunch of times, though.
Sidekicks was amazing.
I did love Sidekicks.
Sidekicks amazing. Here's the thing. I gotta agree with you, but I gotta disagree with you because it's my heart. It's like a business heart thing. It's like why you don't go buy a sandwich shop with your little brother. Because your heart's there, but you know he's not gonna pay the mortgage or whatever. So
Yeah.
yeah, fuck up. He's not doing the paperwork.
All right, I'm taking Chuck. Someone said somebody agreed with me. They said take out Chuck. That's a good point. That he's more legendary than he is an action star.
Yeah, well, you know what? It's still hard to build a fucking legend. So, I mean, that's a tough one between. I mean, Kurt Russell still. I mean,
Kurt Russell's
Chuck
great.
Norris, I know.
Chuck, so I still think out of the first round, the biggest surprise easily, Jackie Chan.
100%.
I thought Jackie Chan would get down to the top 3, but Carrie C. This is the whole thing. You're a guest expert in your own thing. I get it. You don't find Asians attractive, which is racist on you.
I never
why
said
not go
that I
Chuck
did not
Norris out of
like-
the gate? Why take out of the gate Jackie Chan? Go Chuck Norris out the gate.
Go Chuck Norris out of the gate.
You had a much stronger argument. All right, let's keep
All right, that's one round of veto. Chuck Norris, Jackie Chan, and Nicolas Cage off the list. 2, not surprising. 1, very surprising. We're going to continue with another round of veto and continue with the unpredictable. Who knows what she's going to say? Controversial, even. Carrie C. Who are you taking off the list? By the way, before you do that, If you guys can't see, what's left on the list is Arnold Schwarzenegger, Tom Cruise, Uma Thurman, Jean-Claude Van Damme, Harrison Ford, Bruce Lee, Milla Jovovich, Sylvester Stallone, Kurt Russell, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, and Bruce Willis. Carrie C, who are you taking off the list?
As much as I love Mission Impossible 3, I'm going to have to go with Tom Cruise.
How do you say 3 is the favorite one of the Mission Impossibles?
It has Philip Seymour Hoffman in it.
So your first 2 picks, you've taken off the people that do their own stunts.
What do you got against people fucking doing their own stunts?
What's your issue with Tom
It
Cruise?
puts people out of employment.
This is a
It's not a job.
union
It's not a
thing.
job, yeah. This is
It's a
union thing.
I am just not a fan. I'm not a fan of Tom Cruise
Oh,
to begin with.
man.
I'm not.
Edge of Tomorrow, good movie.
I'm not.
The Mission Impossible. Also, your favorite is Mission Impossible 3, which is
I said as much
arguably
as
the
I-
worst Mission Impossible.
It is. Which tells you a lot about my taste in movies.
Tom Cruise taking off.
I just don't get it. What about Top Gun?
Oh,
I mean, it's not even really an action
Yeah,
movie.
it's not
but
an
still.
action movie as much as it's a bro
It still
beach
took a lot.
volleyball, will they, won't they kind of movie. Will Goose and
So many
Maverick
good
ever
ones.
get
Collateral,
Collateral
Come
is
on.
solid.
I've never seen Collateral.
War of the Worlds.
Oh man, War of the
Did
Worlds.
you not just see Jack Reacher?
Jack Reacher. I don't think I'd ever hear that. You didn't see Jack Reacher?
Hey, I like it.
I know, but nobody's ever. Hey, what? You didn't see of all the movies?
Jesus.
Mission Impossible 3? You didn't see that one? Okay, Tom Cruise off the list because Carrie C has no soul.
I don't. I really don't.
I mean,
Sean,
And he's not sexy to me at all.
he's got a look. Trayvon Zimmerman thinks the only movie you've ever seen is Around the World in 80 Days.
I have not seen Around the World in 80 days.
All right, Sean, you're up. Who are you thinking here? This is the key. It gets tougher as the list gets
Oh,
smaller.
yeah, I can already tell. I'm already sweating. All right.
What's
now
that
listen.
man on that muffin?
Now, outside of Die Hard, what have you got going on? With
Hudson Hawk, Unbreakable.
Unbreakable, solid.
He was in
The Hostage.
The Hostage is a really good movie.
Mm-hmm.
What was the other one he was in? Was he in like a hostage? No, that was Hostage.
Yeah, that was Hostage.
Was he a hostage? Oh, that was Hostage. There are some old movies as well. There's Hudson Hawk. There's another one he was in before Die Hard that was pretty good. Last Boy Scout.
That was pretty solid.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a superhero, really. You know what, man? I got too much heart to get rid of Kurt Russell this early. I'm gonna go Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis.
No!
Unbelievable. It does get tougher as it goes down, but Bruce Willis
Oh my god.
taken off the list. I can't believe it.
Why? That is probably the
That's what you
sexiest
get.
person.
Yeah,
Probably the
That's what you
sexiest
get for
person
picking
on
Jackie
the list.
Chan first.
That she give her picking Jackie Chan first. Jesus Christ. Alright, I'm up next here, and here's the deal. I've seen 3 of the volume of movies that this person has done. I've also seen the movie they're most famous in, which is one of my favorite movies. But you know who the action star in that movie is? It's not that person, it's Bruce Willis. So I'm taking Milla Jovovich off the list. The Resident Evil movies are horrible. I've seen a lot of them. I dated a girl who really loved Resident Evil.
So you had no choice to know that shit.
Fifth Element is a great movie.
It
By the way,
is a
Fifth Element's
fantastic
awesome.
movie.
But that's a Bruce Willis action movie more
Mhm.
than it is a Milla Jovovich action movie.
She's the female lead in it.
She's the female lead in it, but who's the? It's like
She does her like.
Wait, is
her
Milla
own
Jovovich?
amount of
Is
fight
she in
scenes.
Underworld or is that Kate Beckinsale?
That's Kate Beckinsale.
Kate Beckinsale.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see. It was Milla Jovovich. She's in another movie, an action movie that I can't think of right now. But I'm gonna let's see. I'm gonna throw all logic out the window. this person is upset with everything we've done so far. But I'm thinking Milla Jovovich off the list. Sorry, Mia. You tried. You failed.
It was a good run.
You let everybody down. Your family is ashamed. Guys, again, we're starting this list with 14 people, which is more than we usually do. So we're doing one more round of people to take it off. Then we get into the actual discussion to figure out when we get the top of the top. Carrie C.
She was Joan of Arc in The Messenger.
No, not that great then. I'm glad Joan of Arc died. I think too loud, they say. That's what I thought about Joan of Arc. Too loud. All right, we're down to our final 8. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Uma Thurman, Jean-Claude Van Damme, Harrison Ford, Bruce Lee, Sylvester Stallone, Kurt Russell, and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Now, here's the deal. We've taken some pretty big names off the list, but those final 8 are pretty solid. They're pretty solid names. You can't complain with any of these 8 winning, I think. Well, maybe a few of them. But we'll see. Carrie C., John, not really upset, just confused. That's fair. If you confuse the Carrie C, but let Bruce Willis take off was very surprising. I don't understand how that happened. But I forgive and forget. Carrie C., you're up next. Who are you taking off the list?
Okay, I know I suggested this person to be on the list, and I love her, but like, who's left? It just makes sense to take Uma Thurman off the list.
Uma Thurman.
You got a
She's the
problem?
only chick left.
I know
She's
she
the
is
only chick left.
But like, I was debating between her and Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Don't you even talk about that,
So Uma Thurman, she's in Kill Bill. She was in one of the worst movies, Batman and Robin.
I love that movie.
Batman and Robin. Who loves Batman and Robin?
I love all the.
I guess, but look at the list. I respect that choice.
I love.
It's tough. I was gonna say Uma, but I didn't want to be the person that took 2 ladies off the list. You know?
Yeah, you're real pig.
I'm a real pixogynistic, they say,
Yeah.
and also eat trash. Uma Thurman off the list. Not an overly surprising one. Probably the most logical one Carrie's done so far. I bet you Uma Thurman does her own stunts just based on Carrie C's picks. I didn't know
100%.
100%.
No, that's
Sean,
Tony Bell, who should also be on
This
the
is your
list.
final veto. It gets tough here. Who are you thinking?
Dude. I gotta check something.
He's got to check something. At this point, guys, just so you know, we got 2 more vetoes to do. And once you finish those vetoes, if you're watching on BitChat, feel free to call in or on Facebook Live. We'll have a moment where we ask you, please recommend an action star we may have missed. We'll put it on the list. They'll be part of the final 6. So when we get to that part, please feel free. Let us know who you think should be added to the list. But before we get there, we got Shaun Latham really figuring out who to take off this list.
I mean, The Rock is just too new, dude.
The Rock, see, it's a solid point. I think that's the point I was going to make when I got to my turn. But he's the only action star now.
Right now, he's the only guy.
He's like San Andreas did well and had no business doing well.
Yeah, no business doing well. And I'm going to be honest, the only reason he's the only good one is he's the only dude left with bigger muscles. Like,
Yeah.
no one bigger muscles than him that can make up shit off the fly. So it's like I'm making my pick based on the fact that I just don't respect current art, like the current like rap music licks ass right now, and so do a lot of action films. I'm getting rid of The Rock.
Getting rid of The Rock. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
I agree.
Do you smell what The Rock's cooking? It's getting off the list. That's what it's cooking. Getting off the list. Yeah, that was a pretty bad turn of phrase, but I stand by it. And we're down. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Oh, he's so good in The Rundown. He makes a lot of movies work that don't seemingly need to work.
He's a very witty guy.
Ooh, John Myers. I got one more to take off, but that's probably, unless I get other recommendations, we discuss it. That's a pretty solid. He said John Statham.
Oh,
Jason Statham.
Jason Statham.
Yeah,
Statham.
he's current.
Yeah.
He's very current.
But before we get there, we have one more to take off the list, and then I'll ask for recommendations. But that's a pretty solid thing there. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jean-Claude Van Damme, Harrison Ford, Bruce Lee, Sylvester Stallone, Kurt Russell. We've taken off this page. This page is gone, unless we add the next one. Shit. This is kind of the same. What I'm about to do is same kind of logic I had for taking Chuck Norris off. The movie not as big as the other people left in the list of movies. Also, it's more the person than it is necessarily the movies. I'm hoping to dodge a punch, but I'm taking Jean-Claude Van Damme off the list.
Don't clap for that.
Don't clap for that. The reason being, if you look at the other people and their body of works, like, it's between him and another guy, and I love the other guy. I love the other guy. Maybe because I just saw him in a movie recently. But I am taking Jean-Claude Van Damme off the list. Also,
Death Warrant. Double Impact.
Double Impact.
Bloodsport. Hard Target. Lionheart. Kickboxer.
Was Double Impact the one with Dennis Rodman?
I can't. I don't
Or
remember.
Double Team?
I just remember it was him with himself playing his twin brother. And he was a beast. And he was two people that one.
He was two people.
He was 2 and 1.
He's not the only
What
one
are you
in
gonna
this
do?
list
It's getting hard.
that's played two people in the same movie.
It's getting hard. What are you gonna do?
It's been getting hard. Jean-Claude Van Damme. I kickboxed you into Bloodsport. Is that a phrase he uses in that movie?
Well, no, Kickboxer and Bloodsport, 2 different movies.
Oh, they didn't tie it together. It wasn't like a tie.
I don't know. This guy's just trying to be smooth. I think.
This guy just trying to be smooth. Sudden Death. Sudden Death was that movie. Jean-Claude Van Damme. Dennis Rodman.
Time Cop. That was
Time Cop. Time Cop.
Come on, have
You
a little
haven't seen
heart.
Jack Reacher? Time Cop?
No one saw Street Fighter in '94.
Street Fighter is a great movie. Although originally Street Fighter was supposed to be a G.I. Joe movie, and they ended up wanting to make a Street Fighter movie, so they just finagled the G.I. Joe and put Street Fighter characters in different roles in it.
Legionnaire '98.
All right, we're down to our final five, folks, and this is where we open it up to you. Please suggest an action movie star that we forgot to put on the list. We'll add it to the list. We'll do our final 6. This will be one that got to skip all the vetoes. So please, in the next minute or so, please recommend your action stars, and we'll decide which one of those should be on the list. So take your time. For now, we'll just talk a little bit. Carrie C, what do you think about the final list so far? Not necessarily the people themselves, but do you think we got a good final 5?
I think we have a pretty solid final 5. All older, all sexy, only one of them dead. Another one about to be dead. And then there are 2 on there who are in a recent movie who were fantastic in their roles.
Okay, I'm with you. I agree, Carrie. I'm going to say right here, we were just given 6 people.
Mm-hmm.
Danny Trejo, Vin Diesel, Kevin Costner, Keanu Reeves, Dennis Ural from Ip Man,
Yeah, Ip Man's a beast. That's one of my probably my favorite karate movie.
and then
Outside of
Jason Statham. So those 6, which one jumps out at you as one we should have on the list?
Statham. to me.
Yeah, Statham.
Statham more than Keanu Reeves or Vin Diesel.
I mean, The Matrix is no laughing matter.
The Matrix is the third
And
one.
he's
The
not only
third one was.
Not only did he save Earth, he saved like the entire universe of some sort. So I have to go Keanu Reeves on this one.
So Keanu Reeves, are you sticking with Statham?
I'm sticking with Statham.
All right. Well, I'm gonna be here deciding the kind of tiebreaker because the other ones, Kevin Costner. You know, I like The Postman.
Mm-hmm.
I like The Postman a lot. Statham, Lock, Stock, and 2 Smoking Barrels, Snatch, but it's not necessarily he's doing a lot of action in Snatch.
There's some fighting going on, but he's more of an agent. He really fighting in Snatch.
Yeah.
Transporter.
Transporter does
Transport, Death Race was pretty money.
Crank
Was hardcore.
Crank was pretty solid, but at the end of the day, I know Kung Fu. Keanu Reeves is going to be the addition to the list.
Oh my god.
Let's go. Put him in.
Keanu Reeves coming in.
First of all, the Matrix trilogy alone gets him on the list.
And we didn't even talk about the replacements.
Or Speed. How about Speed?
Speed, yeah.
Yeah,
Speed is great.
Was he in Speed 2 or
No,
not?
that was a Sandra Bullock solo movie. And
Bullshit ass movie.
Bullshit ass movie, I tell you.
And I'll be honest, I know he wasn't technically a superhero in Point Break, but Jesus, he jumped out of a plane without a parachute. If it doesn't qualify, he's on the list.
What?
All right, we're down to our final 6. Keanu Reeves, Harrison Ford, Bruce Lee, Sylvester Stallone, Kurt Russell, and Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm going to go one at a time here. And you guys, let me know if you think they deserve to be in the top 3. We'll start with the newest addition to the list, Keanu Reeves. Of those 6, do you think Keanu Reeves is a top 3 action star?
Top 3?
Top 3.
That's pushing it.
Carrie?
Matrix is amazing.
Matrix
Obviously,
Speed.
John Wick wasn't here to fuck around.
John Wick is
Pretty hardcore.
He loves his dog. The only movie where anybody gives a shit about the dog.
And I'll be honest, as a dude that's been kind of a loner for a while,
You came here on a
Your
motorcycle.
dog?
You couldn't be more loner.
my dog, don't touch my dog, dude.
Constantine. I did like Constantine.
Yeah.
Underrated movie, Constantine.
Yeah, I really like
Don't touch my dog, dude. I'm a lone wolf with my dog. we go in
Top
packs.
3 can't do top 3.
Can't do top 3. Do you think he's a top 3 of the people that are left? A lot of podcasts don't do well with silence, Carrie.
I know.
Carrie, you want to go to a commercial break?
I love.
We
It's
just
so
somebody
hard.
recommended. Jimmy Sanders recommended Clint Eastwood, but yeah,
He's more
He
a real
doesn't-
life.
cowboy.
Yeah.
Unforgiven's good though.
I mean, no, I couldn't outlaw Josie Wales alone. He's a fucking superhero.
But
Don't you
westerns,
piss down my back and tell me it's raining.
but westerns are different than action movies. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
a different whole thing. Okay, Carrie.
Okay.
You don't think Keanu Reeves is top 3?
I don't think so.
I'm with you guys. I don't think he's top 3.
But he was pretty solid. But
It was
Yeah.
a good
That
addition
was-
to the list.
that was a
I
very
think
solid
he's the best of the ones that are recommended. John Wick, fantastic, but Keanu Reeves not top 3. Okay, next Kurt Russell. Big Trouble in Little Chinatown is one of the best action movies.
Hateful Eight was pretty awesome.
Escape from LA,
You wanna
Escape
go
from New
new?
York.
Obviously, Big Trouble in Little China.
Escape from LA.
Tombstone.
Really good.
Come on.
Yes. Yes.
Come on. He was in the new.
Backdraft was a fucking super movie.
You're just filling up the filmography. Oh, he's in 3,000 Miles of Graceland, I think, too.
Yeah, that was actually a really good one.
I like that one because Courtney Cox is very attractive in it.
Also, Escape from... You already said that.
But it's good to say it again. You don't get out of your
Because
system.
maybe someone just logged in.
What? And Ego now. Yeah, that's the. And he's in the new Guardians of the Galaxy, Kurt Russell, which he's very good in. That's actually a pretty solid movie. I was,
He
Chris
was
Pratt is a
fantastic.
guy that he's close. He's just too modern.
Too new
Yeah.
for me. Too new
Yeah.
for me.
But he's really good at Jurassic World.
That's like telling me that I should be listening to Little Uzi Vert when I'm already a Wu-Tang fan.
Nah, you should be listening to Little Uzi Vert.
I don't listen to anybody with a little in front of their name.
What about Little Bub?
None of those.
The famous cat.
None of them.
Okay, so Kurt Russell though, you're saying all these movies, Carrie, what do you think about Kurt Russell?
How about Stargate?
I loved him in Escape to LA and Big Trouble in Little China. I also absolutely loved him in Guardians of the Galaxy. I've seen it twice. He was fantastic. Like, that was the perfect person to pick for Guardians of the Galaxy. However, I don't know.
She's about to come down hard off. This build up for Kurt, this build up, then boom.
By the way, I gotta fill out a W9
So I have
for
to.
this
I
gig.
have to pick.
Oh yeah, no, you're not.
I'm filling out a W9 for this gig. How much does this gig pay?
A muffin.
Yeah, you got paid in the muffin. It was money in the muffin. You ate it too fast.
Turn my mic off.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
We'll do it live! I think there's a doorbell to go on the outside.
Jeez. So we got Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I mean, this is an easy call.
What is it? Sean, what do you think? Do you think Kurt Russell?
All day, Kurt Russell's out of here.
Kurt Russell's out of here. I agree.
I mean, you can't fuck with those top 4.
You can't fuck with the Mount Rushmore of Sylvester Stallone,
That's
Bruce Lee, Harrison Ford, and Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know. I can't imagine 4 better than those guys. Bruce Willis, maybe. But for me, not necessarily for goddamn Shaun Latham over here.
I mean,
Tom Cruise, maybe.
Just by sexiness, Bruce Willis would be on that Mount Rushmore.
So we're down to our final 4: Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone, Harrison Ford, and Bruce Lee. Now here's the big question, and I've never done this before, but I think I'm just gonna go one at a time. Who do you think the outlier is of those four?
I mean, Bruce Lee, man.
That's I think Bruce Lee never seemed in danger in any of his movies. He was always on top of it. So is that a good thing or a bad thing? I like my heroes to overcome something.
Yeah, that's the whole point of being a hero. You got to fight through the fucking.
He would get like 20 people and then just kick, and they had to slow it down. Like he's doing amazing stuff.
Yeah.
Nobody ever got a hit in on Jackie Chan.
No, and that's respectable.
He's the Superman of action stars.
But he was cut first, so. Yeah, no, I mean, if I have no choice, I'm gonna have to get rid of Bruce Lee in this list.
Carrie, you're going with Bruce Lee as well?
Yeah, I agree with that.
I think Bruce Lee's fantastic, but it does bother me that Bruce Lee has never taken a punch.
Right.
He's even fought Chuck Norris, destroyed.
Well,
Chuck
he did
Norris.
get he got the claw.
He got the claw. The claw was tough. That was Enter the Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the claw was tough. But at the end of the day, that should have taken him out. But he overcame. He overcame
the scratches.
And that's the lesson today, folks. Podcast over. Just overcome your obstacles. Yeah, it's my little Mystery Science Theater 3000 mug.
Get it in there.
Get it in there. Get it in there.
He has to keep his checkbook on here so he can always get a check. He said I wasn't getting paid, but good news is I am. So I'm paid.
Please don't take Elise's checks. All right, we're taking Bruce Lee off. We're down to our final three. Guys, Harrison Ford, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone, very difficult right now.
Yeah.
We need to take one of those people off the list to go to our final two so we can do a vote. Before we get there, though, how do you decide between these three? Personally, for me, oh, I can't even know.
I mean, how do you fuck with Han Solo? You know?
Indiana Jones.
Fugitive.
Obviously
Fugitive. Air Force
One. Get off my plane.
Patriot Games.
Mm-hmm.
But how do you fuck with Rocky, Rambo?
You can't.
Demolition Man.
Yeah.
Cobra.
Fucking Cobra. Then you got Terminator. Last action hero. He was the last one.
Yes, that's what was going to be my point. Is he's the last action hero, and I don't know how you could.
Well, that movie does not decide this list.
No, it does.
No, it doesn't. This is what happens.
Because he's the last action
name
hero
in this movie.
What was it, the Sixth Day, the one where he was a clone, Schwarzenegger?
Yeah.
The Sixth Day?
I think it was the Sixth Day.
Classic clone, Arnold clone.
Clear and present danger, though, I mean.
Judge Dredd, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I've never been more...
Now I mentioned Predator. Come on. Commando and Predator.
Worst movie.
What?
Predator. Oh, fucking Predator.
Conan
So
the
one guy's
Barbarian.
suggestion is maybe you should look at their worst movies and figure it out from there. Because their best movies are all sort of the
Sure.
same.
Yeah, but I think that, and this list, if you just go by body of work alone, the amount of more, like, Stallone and Schwarzenegger have a larger body of awesome action films than Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford does some great shit.
Harrison Ford has some
Obviously,
amazing
we got one of the
stuff.
top of all time.
Yeah.
Star Wars and everything, but...
So that my argument would have been more, I think Stallone and Schwarzenegger are the same person.
I would have to agree.
And so then deciding between them, but it already, in Harrison Ford's more of like a Bruce Willis type where it's like, this guy shouldn't be an action hero. He's
Yeah.
He's
He's a regular-ass 50-year-old.
regular ass 50-year-old making the best of things. Whereas Schwarzenegger and Stallone are like The Rock or
Yeah.
like Bruce Lee, where they're too powerful.
I mean, Schwarzenegger was Conan, the original.
The original Conan when they didn't have CGI. Harrison Ford loses because of the sex scene and What Lies Beneath. That's pretty solid.
Don't forget also Rising. Oh no, that was a different movie. That was fucking.
But I'm fine if we do Stallone versus Schwarzenegger. Those are the top. Those are
the top two. There's no way around.
Carrie C, are you okay with taking Harrison Ford off this list?
I am okay with taking Harrison.
Harrison Ford, we're taking off the list. Jesus Christ, I can't believe Harrison Ford is who I wanted to win this thing before this all started. He's who I was cheering for. Oh yeah, Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull.
Oh my god.
And then Terminator Genesis. Genesis, the one that just came out, was pretty
Yeah.
bad. But we're down to our final two, folks. Our final two. Best action star. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone. Kind of always been in the stars. Fated to meet each other in the final two of this. Thank you very much. We had a lot of people. You know, Uma Thurman, Jean-Claude Van Damme, Bruce Willis. None of them matter. Because we're down to Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone. And you please, if you want to, when you do this vote, please explain why you've come down to this. But Carrie C, who was the best action star? Arnold Schwarzenegger or Sylvester Stallone?
I'm going to have to say Arnold Schwarzenegger is the best.
Why are you saying Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Purely Conan the Barbarian.
Purely Conan the
As
Barbarian.
much as I love Rambo and Jolly and Plank, but I loved Conan the Barbarian, and I also Terminator movies. So.
All right, I get that.
And he's so sexy, he got his maid pregnant.
Well, that's not how that works. I mean, there's a lot of allegations. And then,
By the way, that is one super little half Mexican kid.
He's the next action hero.
He's the next. Well, not. We still like our white guys.
Yeah. You're not ready to relinquish that just yet.
No, we'll give you a president. I'm up next here, folks, and I gotta think about it.
Podcast Low Silence.
I'm gonna go with Sylvester Stallone as the best action hero. Judge Dredd is fantastic. Demolition Man is such a good movie. It's so funny. It's so fantastic. And not even counting all the Rambos. First Blood again. Another blood the first time. Someone's bleeding. Get out of here. I love those movies. I've seen them all. And but I'm voting Sylvester Stallone, which means, folks, we're coming to the left here with one of the most difficult decisions we've ever had. Thank you very much. Best action star, Sylvester Stallone, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Feel free to talk it out before you vote. Shaun Latham, you're the tiebreaker here.
First of all, have you seen Lock Up? You gotta fight your way out of jail? You know how hard that is in the 70s? I mean, it's really a tough one. Listen, both guys I grew up on watching them. I'm 38 years old. I know these guys, their bodies will work. I mean, Rambo, to Commando, Predator, another Rambo. I mean, then they can both go and just do have you seen Cobra? The car he drove in Cobra. The car he drove in Cobra. He had the. Have you seen Over the Top? Over the Top is an amazing movie about a dad trying to rekindle that relationship with his son that he never had.
Have you seen Jingle All the Way?
It's so hard. I mean, because you got the Rambos versus. I mean, Schwarzenegger's everything. The guy is in everything. Oh, man, I tell you what, I want to say one guy, but it won't let me because as much as I love Commando, the Predator, both Terminators, Conan, even Conan the Destroyer, I gotta go with Stallone.
Sylvester Stallone.
Stallone's my guy.
I gotta be honest.
I want to go Schwarzenegger.
You kept going back and forth. It seemed like you started with Stallone, then you flipped to Schwarzenegger, and then you started saying the names a little bit. Then honestly, I think Cobra's the one that flipped it for you.
Cobra flipped me. Cobra was amazing.
Sylvester Stallone, folks, the winner. I gotta be honest. Every time I've done this, it always seems like this one wins. Whatever one is right behind me that I can circle easiest. So maybe there's a psychological impact.
Maybe this whole thing is rigged.
Yeah, we pre-planned this. All these silences, all these little remarks, we all down hand. We practiced
rigged.
We rehearsed it on a Friday, perform it on a Saturday. Solomon Grundy. Folks, that's been thank you very much. We are the best action star, Sylvester Stallone. Also Expendables. You didn't even mention Expendables, which wasn't horrible. The first one, the second two weren't great. But we're down. We finished it. Thank you very much. Thank you, my special guest experts. Carrie C, do you have anything like to plug, like a Twitter and Instagram, upcoming shows?
Twitter, that's me, Carrie C.
That's me, Carrie
Send
C.
all hate mail to that, and then Morty's open mic on Wednesdays.
Let's go.
Come out.
She runs the Morty's Open Mic here in Indianapolis. She does a stand-up job, I think. She's all business, which I like. You know, I like people that are all like, hey, go fuck yourself. She's not afraid to tell you to go fuck yourself. And to be honest, some of you need it. And that's especially you. Especially you.
You know who you are.
Johnny Depp. And to the left of me, one of the best stand-up comics here in Indianapolis, Shaun Latham, who's going all over around the country. Do you have a website? Do you have a Twitter? Do you have upcoming shows you'd like to plug here?
June 8th.
June 8th.
Morty's in the Dark, second one. Shaun Latham on Twitter at ShaunLatham as in Mac. That's it. Just add me on Twitter. I'm funny as fuck.
Yeah, he's funny as fuck. And you gotta hear the Sugarfoot joke eventually. That's all I ever tell it.
It's a good bit. It's a good bit.
I am the law. That's Rank You very much. Best action star, Sylvester Stallone. Thank you so much for watching Rank You very much. You're welcome. Have a good night, everybody. Oh, it's so far away.
Help him out.
Carrie C. Oh, there it is.